This is a huge no-no. This is the kind of stuff you don't wake up in the morning. You just don't realize it.
In the other room, by the hot water tank, there was actually smoke coming out of the pipe there.
This was not in the report. This is extremely dangerous.
I have to make this better than what it is.
You can see it. The inspector should have caught this, visually looked at it and said, you have a problem.
This is disturbing me.
Tim and Cathy thought it'd be a great idea to have a romantic dinner by the fireplace. They could even move downstairs and have even more fun by the second fireplace. They had a home inspection. The home inspector came in and said, you know what, before you use the fireplaces, you should bring in a chimney cleaner and clean it first. And go figure, the chimney cleaner noticed that they had even bigger problems. Unfortunately, the home inspector missed that. Now they have a huge safety concern. We're gonna take a look at what he saw and what he didn't see. But I'm not here to do a home inspection. I'm here to do a Holmes inspection.
We lived in the city and we were ready. We had had enough. We were ready to get out. Ready for suburban life.
We came in here and just beautiful walks, beautiful waterfront. And I really didn't know the area, so when I got here, I fell in love with it. It's gorgeous.
We looked at new home builds and it just was kind of, I guess, that idyllic dream you have, you know, settling into a nice established neighborhood. We just had that feeling that we could picture ourselves there.
And the place that we actually bought had 2 beautiful fireplaces.
He really liked the idea of a nice warm cozy fire in the basement, having friends over, entertaining.
We actually hired a home inspector through our real estate agent. We came in and they found very, very few things. So obviously that was, you know, our deal was contingent on the home inspection if it passed and, you know, if it was suited for us to move into it. So we were pretty confident that this place was something that we could make our own. Like, there's some changes we had to make, like cosmetically, and that's pretty much all we thought we would have to do. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that way.
Hi.
You must be Cathy.
Welcome.
I'm Mike. Nice to meet you. Tim.
Hi there, Tim.
How you doing, man? Huh. Well, looks good so far.
Yeah.
Come on in.
Come on in.
That's a nice little place.
Oh, thank you.
Nice fireplace.
I think the only thing the home inspector had mentioned to us in the report was that it would be something that, as wood burning, we would have to have cleaned regularly.
You've got problems with your fireplaces. So tell me, when you used this, what happened?
Well, first of all, we had to get the grates for it and so on, and we got it cleaned. But when we first used it, the smoke seemed to come back into the house, but not here, into the basement. The first thing I had to do was, well, stop using it.
Let's go into the basement. When you lit the upstairs fireplace, this one smoked. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So you did have one wood-burning fire.
We did, yes, and we...
They actually recommended that, the chimney sweep, to help kill the smell
smell the
of
raccoon.
the animals. Yeah, he recommended burning it out.
Yeah.
And you know what was scary to me, too, was in the other room, by the hot water tank, there was actually smoke coming out of the pipe there.
Not only did it draw here, it drew into there.
Right into the other room.
Okay, so somebody's made changes, but I think the change is just the new hot water heater. The gas line that's in here does look old. Looks like there's been no changes there, other than running a new line for the gas fireplace that's in the basement. Oh, man, I don't like this at all. This was not in the report. This is extremely dangerous. When you came to this house, was anything in the way that he couldn't get to here?
No.
No.
No, not at all.
I didn't think so. The exhaust of the hot water tank, because this is a gas-fired, so that exhaust that comes up here used to be properly run and was tied directly into the chimney. But what they did is, whoever installed that fireplace tapped into this line, and the way that is done, I mean, I can see that clearly, that is totally unacceptable. Wait till I bring the bros in here. They're gonna have a fit when they see this. This is a huge no-no.
We had a company come out to do the 3 services for us, the air conditioner, the furnace, and also the gas fireplace. Somebody, I guess, with a bit more authority looked at it and said, I just, you know, this needs work. It's really not worth keeping as is. It's just gonna be a ball full of problems.
They said when they started the fireplace upstairs, smoke came downstairs and came out into the downstairs fireplace and came out of right here. And why? Because that cold air that's drawn in the chimney every year, that's when you want to use a fireplace, the cold air is drawn in and pulled across the floor. So as he was trying to light it, as it's drawing and pulling it in, it's actually reversing it and pulling it back downstairs, exhausting it out here and exhausting it out there. My biggest concern is that this gas hot water heater is going to do the same thing. Because they connected that fireplace with this gas hot water heater. The heat comes and pulls the exhaust that goes out and it's supposed to go directly out the chimney, right? Well, what happens if it bypasses that and goes back down and out the fireplace? What do we have coming into the house? Dangerous gases. Okay, so you were advised not to use the fireplace, is that correct?
That's correct.
And that was about the guy that came in to clean the chimney upstairs.
Yeah,
Good
basically.
advice.
We now have 2 fireplaces and we can't use either of them.
Let me see the other side. I'm really glad that you stopped using this because it's actually quite dangerous.
We were actually very nervous with the little one in the house.
Well, I would be, and it's not just a baby, it's all of you actually. It's whoever's in the house. I'd be more afraid of sleeping here, but as long as you have the carbon monoxide detectors in here, you have one in the wall. The home inspector should have caught this and said, you have an issue, please bring someone in, verify it's working. And I don't really care if they know about it, they don't know about it. Put it in the report. I can tell this is new. He can tell this is new. He's supposed to be able to tell you that, oh, it's something new here. They've done some changes. I mean, evidence is there. This is the kind of stuff you don't wake up in the morning. You just don't realize it, because that type of off-gassing that comes through the house, it just keeps you asleep. You just go into wah-wah land and you don't wake up. So unacceptable. It needs to be addressed. It is dangerous, and it should have been actually addressed immediately. And you don't go through a door. I'm kind of pissed about the electrical here playing with the gas line. How much are you willing to pay to get the right advice for the single most expensive investment of your life? How much are you willing to pay? Good question.
You're looking at different things when you first go in to buy a house. You're looking at how many rooms there are, size of rooms, windows, that kind of stuff. You're not going to notice the fine details, and in retrospect, I would now. The upstairs fireplace, there was absolutely nothing in the inspection that mentioned that it was halfway converted into a gas fireplace. We discovered this wire and pipe.
Okay, so somebody was going to convert it to gas. I hope that's not connected.
The gas pipe, luckily, wasn't connected to actual gas source in the basement, but it was halfway done. It was camouflaged by flowers or plants or something, so we didn't see it, and obviously the home inspector didn't see it either.
So I'm not impressed by that. So laundry room. Oh, this is what you're talking about. I see a door.
Well, that's the interesting part. The actual dryer vents out that door.
So more than likely, this wasn't the laundry room, and they made it the laundry room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess it's
Under renovations.
It was strange, but at the same time, it wasn't part of the inspection. We didn't know about it until we moved in, which was a big surprise.
Well, I'll tell you when I look further. Let's go into the basement.
I'd put laundry in the dryer and Tim would be barbecuing. There'd be lint flying up.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
our menu usually included a lot of lint.
Now, I did read in the report that you should bring in a qualified electrician to take a look at the electrical.
There were some electrical issues which they fixed, but there's very, very little on it. You know, I have no idea who did the work or what they did.
Okay, junction points don't like that, not the way it's done. One, we don't even want that, wow, God, touching the copper. Oh, that's the gas line. That's even worse. Let's not energize the gas line. You know, if you get a spark out of this box with no cover, it can definitely energize the gas line, and that you don't want to do. Hey, I like the setup here. I'm gonna pump you up. Who works out here?
Well, that's actually where we dry our clothes.
Oh, that's cute.
Dry hang
So you bought it to use it and you turned it into a clothes dryer.
Not too bad. I do use it, but not as much as I want to.
I need to get my tools. I'm gonna go through this house and probably find some more things. I mean, it's a nice fireplace. 2 cabinets on both sides of it. It's everybody's dream to have that fireplace that they come in. You know, what do? You sit down. TV's in a rather strange spot, but they got the TV, they got the fireplace, and it's supposed to be comfortable, not dangerous. It is comfortable. It is dangerous, and I can't use it. What I am gonna do, I'm gonna move the washer and dryer downstairs. I'll okay it with them, but it should be back down here. We have an exhaust vent, let's use the exhaust vent. We have proper plumbing down here, let's use it. And if it ever does leak, it'll leak in the basement and not on the first floor in this case. Now, I don't even have to open this up. I tell you right now, I know there's an old panel, I know there's a new sub panel, I know they ran a line into the sub. I'm hoping it's grounded properly. I'm not even gonna look at this because I know I have electrical issues in the house, and guess who I'm gonna call? It's not Ghostbusters, by the way. Frank is coming in, he's gonna take a look at all the electrical, give me a report on it, tell me what's right, tell me what's wrong. Usually they don't make this mistake in the old day. There's always a drain by the furnace. In this case, there's not. There's a drain in the middle of the floor. You have a pump, and this is at a pump. What it's gonna take is the water off the furnace, the drain that is on the humidifier, and also the drain from the air conditioning. So that's a lot of water coming in there. What if you're gone for maybe 8 hours? It's not a lot, is it? One day, which is average, most people go to work. And for some reason, that pump fails. But this continues to run. And you have a nice finished basement, a new carpet in there, and furniture, and 8 hours of running water in your basement. You do the math. My real concern is all of this. This is one of the main reasons I'm here in this house. It didn't take me long to see all the other little things that were wrong. This one just bothers me that he missed this. He did not pick this up. He did not advise them on it. He did not let them know the dangers behind this. I am gonna bring in a fireplace specialist that we properly exhaust that outside. Lots of new gas lines run. You know, I see all these new gas lines run. I'm not a licensed gas guy, but I sure can say bring in a licensed gas guy to make sure everything's fine. Like, this is really sloppy looking. You don't do this. You don't tie in like this to go out here. So this here, we have the hot water heater. Here we have the gas fireplace. Here's the chimney. They don't work. I have to be honest, there's a lot of good home inspectors out there that have previous past talents of, you know, construction. And they understand building. But there's too many home inspectors out there that have worked somewhere else, have no knowledge of the industry, and have become a home inspector. Mr. Bennett.
Sir.
There are issues here. There was the old deck. The home inspector could not see under the deck. I get it. But there are going to be some grading issues. The high point's right here by the tree over here and just runs back into the house.
What are we doing with the deck? Are we giving them a new one?
Just pull this off. We're going to clean this up for them, okay? But they're going to have to grade all this. Then they're going to have to wait to see if any water comes in this basement. Right now, they say there's no water coming in.
Is there a pool here before?
just when it rains. Vent in the door. Geez, what the hell's that?
I'll bet you they locked that door off, put the dryer right in front of it.
Yeah, they did. What do we see on the plastic, buddy?
Oh, I see either urine or water stains.
Sure looks like urine to me.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like water stains. What I'm seeing is how animals got in here and made a house. Let's close all this in. We're gonna have to pull things out of up there that the homeowners now use as a storage spot because this opening allowed them to do that.
No worries.
Let's see if we can get our gas guys in to do a new fireplace, so a gas fireplace.
That'll be nice.
Wood burning's not so friendly anymore
Yep.
for environmental reasons, nor is it good for burning your house down by accident.
Okay. Oh, everything's right in this corner, right?
Yeah.
Look at that mess back
Totally
there.
unacceptable. I want to see a high-efficiency gas hot water heater go in, so we
Okay.
don't no longer do this. Let's give
Right.
it a direct line from a new fireplace that goes into that chimney.
Okay, I'm just gonna have to get the plumbers and the HVAC to work together.
With the electrician.
Yeah, let's see them all work together here. Yeah, we'll see. So you're telling me this is only rated for a concrete insert?
Correct. Yeah, wood, paper, anything that could ignite too close to a heat source, spontaneous combustion, all kinds of bad things if it's done wrong.
There's no structure beneath this fireplace. I have to make it right. I have to make this better than what it is.
Mr. Bennett.
Sir.
There's a lot of issues with the gas lines, exhaust lines, intake lines.
Fumes, carbon monoxide, any gas-related things or electrical-related things make me nervous.
deal with this fireplace and chimney issue. I'll talk to the Ames guys here. Man, what are you guys doing exactly right now?
Well, we have a camera and we're gonna put it up the chimney.
What we're seeing up inside the flue channel is the actual interior flue tiles for the basement fireplace.
Right.
It's a strict no-no for building code.
So they're exposed, it's open to this fireplace here?
Wide open.
So that's what's allowing the smoke to get back downstairs?
Yes.
The gas size there,
Yeah.
that's the wrong size.
What size do you want there?
1/2 inch.
And what do you have?
Right there is 3/8. Ideally, you want 1/2 inch for any gas unit
Okay.
coming up.
Okay, so this is the other one.
What we've got here is a fireplace insert, which is designed to go inside a masonry fireplace.
So this insert isn't safe near wood. It's actually meant to go into an old stone or concrete fireplace. Tell me what problems could arise from having it like this.
Heat and combustibles.
Wood, paper.
Wood, paper, anything that could ignite too close to a heat source, spontaneous combustion, all kinds of bad things if it's done wrong.
Interesting. All right, well, let me tear this thing open and get a better look at the back, okay? I'll get my guys in.
Excellent.
Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, I want you to take out all this stuff. There's some clear plastic containers actually in the garage. Let's pack it away really nice. They have some wedding photos and stuff we'll try and protect. I need in behind this fireplace so I can see if it's actually rated for combustible materials. You guys awake?
Not really.
Adam's sick and you're tired. You know what solves that? Work. Well, now I can see how it was built, really poorly. I think we're gonna have to take apart this whole thing. Well, so far I see a bunch of electrical. I have loose lines just sitting in there. I don't know what was happening here. I mean, I have a plug here, just sitting back here. I don't know if that goes anywhere. Okay, so we're gonna rebuild this. It makes no sense to me to keep this in with the framing that's in place. There's no structure beneath this fireplace. I have to make it right. I have to make this better than what it is. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the fireplace. Is it the right housing for it?
It is not the right housing.
We have the hot water tank tied in, we have the gas fireplace tied in, and both of them are tied into the chimney.
Yes.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, and with the T that it's not supposed to be used.
Well, absolutely, and look at the joints. And nothing sealed here. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. It's not even a vent. You can see here, they took a piece of sheet metal, bent it over, and screwed it in to make it fit from this to this.
Correct. You could definitely get carbon monoxide out of there.
Make them 2 new built-ins, give them a wall back, and a nicer fireplace with nicer trim.
So what we found up inside the channel was multiple cracks, a few breaks, and some missing mortar joints, and of course the exposed tile from the fireplace downstairs. So we've got a big problem with smoke migration going not only from one flue into another flue channel, but also in between the existing flue tiles and the surrounding masonry as well.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good, yourself?
Good. Come on in, I want to show you something. I want to show you things like this. This is what we're seeing. This is the gas line here. And we have, you know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, if you end up getting a spark, that'll happen inside that box. It's not contained inside the box because there's no cover on it, and that spark ends up hitting that pipe. It could actually puncture the copper pipe.
Right.
And that copper pipe containing natural gas can be a potential serious problem. So definitely a big no-no.
Okay, so we'll take care of that. And you want to take a look at the panel?
Yes, definitely. There's no permits pulled on this job. You can clearly see
Yep.
the way the wiring is done.
Yep.
We've got a couple lines double tapped, and you can see right in here, this circuit right here, it's got 2 wires under it, and there's another one on the other side.
Yep.
So definitely there shouldn't be any double tapping. What I'm gonna do is try to clean up the panel the best I can.
Okay.
Use this feed that's coming into the sub panel the best I can.
Yeah.
Just to make sure it's safe.
Right, okay.
So it definitely does need to be cleaned up for sure.
I'd like you to scope that drain for me.
Okay, the
Find
floor
out,
drain.
yeah, find out which way it's running, because you know what I want to do? I want to bring a floor drain beside the furnace.
Sure.
Because look at the line. Look at the water line. Look where it comes. It traces all the way back down here and loops back down here and back up and down. So what do you think?
We're gonna find out.
The pump's running, right?
Constantly.
I also want to bring in a high-efficiency water tank, hot water tank in here, okay?
Okay.
Whether it's tankless, whatever, I want you to recommend it for me.
Okay.
Okay, I want to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Also, I want to bring the laundry back down here. Because the panel's right here, I'm kind of limited as to where I'm going to go, so I might actually bring everything back here.
Yeah. But it's going to be along the same wall.
It'll be along this wall,
shifting, yeah.
absolutely.
This is a locator. It works with our video camera technology. It allows me to map out the entire underground system. The equipment in this case was used to pinpoint where the line is running for our excavation purposes, and it gives us direction and a depth, and we know what we're up against.
Okay, here's what I want. I want this ripped out of the ground. I want this ripped out of the ground. And I want that taken off the wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take care of the outside of the house. We're gonna fill any holes with caulking. We're gonna pull all the wood out. We're gonna regrade. We're not regrading the whole backyard. We're gonna regrade this for them. Let's make it safe. I want a nice step here. That was a good day, guys.
I can carve a face in it.
Can you?
And turn it into a bear with a chainsaw.
I will do this job first.
All right.
Nothing is direct vented. Everything just ties into one cavity. We cannot do that. You can see it.
This is disturbing me.
We have the hot water tank tied in, we have the gas fireplace tied in, and both of them are tied into the chimney. Most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
And that copper pipe containing natural gas can be a potential serious problem.
How are you? Hi, it's great to see you. Nice to see you. Come on, we'll show you a few things. It's open.
Seems like there's something missing there.
I asked Damon to pull out the cabinet in the corner, and instead he pulled out everything. And I think it makes good sense because it was made of crap. So we're gonna pull it all out and gonna rebuild it. We'll put in 2 new cabinets. Ames Chimney, would they say they came in?
Well, it's pretty obvious what they said. I mean, you look at that, it's just Mickey Mouse, so they weren't happy at all. They're gonna bring it right back up to code, and so it's nice and safe for you guys to come back in.
How do you know if I should be laughing or not here? Wow, it's...
Well, I said it was funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
If they had have actually installed this fireplace, that it was direct vented out, in other words, into the chimney, right up to the top, it wouldn't really be an issue, but they had a problem with the hot water heater, right? So they put the 2 in together with the fireplace upstairs. Nothing is direct vented. Everything just ties into one cavity. We cannot do that. You can see it. The inspector should have caught this, visually looked at it and said, you have a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
This is disturbing me.
Well, let's go on the other side.
Oh, goody. It's gonna get even better. Oh. What's this?
This is a new drain you're gonna have for the furnace because we want to drain it properly and not put it into a pump box. What we're going to do is use a 3/4-inch copper pipe that runs underneath the concrete and it'll tie in right here. And once again, I'm surprised you haven't flooded from the pump box, to be honest with you.
We've had a flood
We did have
from
an
the
incident.
humidifier over to here. Basically, that line got clogged, and we had.
Because that's a continuous run, that humidifier.
Yeah, exactly.
We're also gonna bring our washer and dryer downstairs. You okay with that?
Yeah, absolutely.
We did talk briefly about that.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. So it just seemed like it's kind of in a bizarre place, anyways.
The whole problem with the upstairs laundry is that the drain isn't even vented, which means it's not going to drain properly. You have a better chance of that overflowing, and you wouldn't want that overflowing upstairs.
Actually,
Does that mean
I'm
I'll
surprised
never-
it hasn't. I'm surprised because what it does is all that water rushes down and chokes off that line. And as it chokes it off, it can't take that flow of water.
So
So
the
I'm really
backsplash.
surprised.
Yeah.
No, it just comes right back up
Yeah,
again. I'm
that's
right?
I'm surprised it did not.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna fix the fireplace downstairs. We're gonna put in a gas insert upstairs. We're going to do something with your hot water heater so it doesn't compete with the other fireplaces. I won't say too much. New cabinets, new everything. It will be back to normal and totally safe and no longer the possibilities of the dangerous, dangerous gases coming into your house.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting.
Awesome.
It's good. We'll go to bed and
We'll live
wake
longer
up
now.
tomorrow. That's good news.
Keep your chin up, won't be long.
Okay, thank you very
okay.
much.
Thank you.
I think it's pretty surprising, actually. I wasn't expecting to see it ripped up like that. I didn't realize, I mean, we knew that things were wrong, but we were used to seeing it wrong in one way, and now to see everything ripped apart wrong is kind of shocking, actually.
We're gonna take this framing out here so that we can actually pull the fireplace, let Ames do their work on the block and the chimney, and we can start rebuilding it, get the new one in.
So when Mike and I talked whether trades were going to be all over each other, remember when we did this? Well, look at what we have here. We have Adam Martin setting up for the hot water tank. I have Dave here dealing with the electrical on the panel. I have Gary over in the corner. He's also dealing with gas lines. We have Ames upstairs breaking the chimney flues out. We have everyone on top of each other right now. It's the only way we're going to get this done. We have to get them all at once. Do they like it? Probably not. Do they like me? Probably not. What we got to do.
Right now I'm disconnecting the gas, so we're going to be relocating and actually installing a new hot water tank. What they did here was they vented the hot water tank and the fireplace out of the old chimney vent. So we're going to be replacing this today, and we'll be putting in a power vented. So we'll be drilling a new hole and relocating the gas. Whoever did this was way out of code. You cannot connect the venting the way they did it. So there's a lot more work here than just the venting of the fireplace. It's now relocating the hot water tank, new hot water tank, and some gas lines. So that's what we'll be doing today.
Okay, this box here that you see, I've relocated the junction box. This was the one that was sitting inside the corner here, right atop the natural gas line. We've moved it out and away from any hazards that it might encounter. Most importantly, the natural gas line. Now it's safe. It's not against any codes. It's accessible. The one thing you got to remember about junction boxes, they always have to be accessible.
So what we're using here is a heavyweight tile breaker. A tile breaking system such as this works quite effectively by rattling around on the inside of the tiles, creating fractures. The pieces break, crumble, fall down the channel. And then as we lift it up, pieces continue to break and fall down. Makes for an easy removal system.
Well, in order to fix this problem properly, we have to remove the clay chimney lining for the basement fireplace and the one on the main floor.
I want all this plastic down right here, and I want this insulation bagged. And as you can see, I don't think that's water.
My job is wicked. Anything to do with dead animals or animal poop is my job.
I didn't expect the whole wall in wall unit to be gone. It's a pretty serious situation with the venting, with the gases. I mean, it really isn't safe, but I'm pretty excited to know that we can go to bed and wake up.
Well, we're just getting ready. We're starting to drywall the bulk and seal off the garage from the rest of the house.
This area here is designated for a new laundry facility. So we have our cold supply line set up with a shuttle valve for the washing machine. The laundry tub is going to be on this side, and we're just making it all nice and pretty at the moment.
I have my stage built. This is going to support my fireplace and my built-ins. We have it all on the same level, so when the fireplace goes in and my built-ins come in, everything is at the same height.
With flue tile, it's never a question of if they'll break, it's always a question of when they break. Well, now that we've removed the flue tiles, now we can put in the double wall aluminum flex system to accommodate the proper size. The existing tile wasn't large enough to allow the system to fit down. So by removing this, it creates enough space up inside the channel to get a nice smooth transition for the exhaust system. The aluminum liner goes down as one continual piece. There's no gaps, there's no breaks, so there's no way for any of the exhausts to leach out or any of the intake air to escape. The original system had just a one single 4-inch vent coming up, which took combustion air out of the basement, exhausted up through the chimney. Because they were having a problem with downdrafting, what Damon decided was we're going to replace that unit. We put a double-walled system in. Oxygen for combustion goes down the outside channel, and then the exhaust comes up the inside.
Get down, Jeff. Down. Down.
Well, unlike the previous gas fireplace, this new insert is rated for a wood structure.
For this manufacturer, they require that you mill pack the joint, then screw, as well as gear clamp to guarantee that there's no way for any exhaust gases of leaking out.
Well, basically, when you install a gas insert, you're going to need gas pipe, and 2, you're going to need electrical. The insert has the gas coming out on the left side, so we had to drill a new hole. The previous gas line was in really bad shape, and it had no protective coating on it. So we're replacing it and running a new 1/2-inch line.
So the whole idea of this exercise is to provide a new drainage that will take the water from the condensation line from the furnace. This copper line is sloped towards my floor drain, so it will allow the water to gradually and all by itself drain away into the floor drain. This is very simple, fed by gravity, and it's literally bulletproof.
So, tilt it to me. You okay?
Yep.
You don't run with it again.
No promises.
Lift! Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm really happy. You know what I like about the washer and dryer being in place? It means I'm being close to finish down here. I have my condensation drain line in already. Adam and Martin put that in. They've changed the trap. Adam and Sherry can now concrete this. We're really running. I have Gary. Gary's running his gas line for the new fireplace. I believe that's the one for upstairs, right, Gary?
Yeah, it's the one for upstairs.
Excellent. You already have the other one in for the downstairs?
Yeah, I got it over here. I just haven't connected it yet.
You look happy about that, and I think Martin's just putting his finishing touches on the drain line here.
Yeah, just making final adjustments.
Boys, we're almost done.
Can't wait.
Feels good, eh? Thanks, guys.
It's been a long day.
looks great, man. Great job. Okay, so you have Adam and Sherry at your disposal. Look at, speak of the devil.
I like it.
So Adam, now that you're here, you can help Rob finish this off. I know we probably won't get this all in today, Robbie. We'll assemble it, get Craig to paint it, because I know he's coming anytime. Because we have one more day that we have before we give this house back, so.
Okay.
More than enough time? What do you think?
We'll do it.
Okay.
Adam and I got a lot of work to do. We gotta get busy.
Let me get out of your hair.
All right, thank you. Damon and I designed this last week. Called me up for the initial meeting. We came downstairs, measured up the space, and drew out a rough sketch. Back to the shop, and we put it together.
Hey. What I want you to do is I want to pop this screen door off, okay?
Okay.
So Sherry thinks she's found an animal in here. If he flies at me.
It's not my fault.
Uh-huh.
See?
He is in there. We're gonna save him, Sheriff.
Okay.
Unless I just dropped him into the sewer line.
Oh,
it's a bird.
Aww.
If he's not out in the next hour, we'll pull him up. Good call, you guys.
It just broke my heart to see him. He was petrified sitting in there. But it did have a happy ending. He flew away and with his family, I'm sure.
After you.
Oh!
Touching the copper. That ever grounds out, that energizes the copper. Oh, that's the gas line. That's even worse. Here we have the hot water heater. Here we have the gas fireplace. Here's the chimney. They don't work. This is a huge no-no. It needs to be highly addressed at this point.
Well, we're really close. I have the guys cleaning up. I have Adam and Sherry doing a big cleanup here. They did a fantastic job. I mean, we're really close. We have Mike coming right now. So I'm just trying to get the fireplace back in order, making sure everything's working. It's a nice warm fire coming off this. There's absolutely no way for gas to ever come out of this. This thing is completely sealed. The best thing about it is that the only thing coming out of it is heat.
I like how he's tied off the main drain. He's going with a 3/4 inch line right over to the new hot water heater.
That's right.
Awesome.
The electrical box that was touching the copper, eliminated.
It wasn't the copper, it was actually the
gas line.
The gas line.
Yeah.
You know what? This works for me. This looks really good.
Absolutely.
We can bring them through, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look out back.
I'm happy with it.
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
Thanks, buddy.
Man, you're good. Well, let's just start in the back. Why not? It works for me. It's a nice day out here. Oh, it's a brand new backyard.
Oh, wow.
It's not a brand new backyard.
Almost.
Wow.
That looks great.
In the future, pull out this stump, this little mini tree that's no longer any good, and maybe start grading it so it moves its way back and stop that run into the house. But this gives you the opportunity in the future to figure out what you want to do. And what do you see there?
Oh, look at that, it's a new door.
It's two new doors.
Two new doors. Oh, that's amazing.
Let's play with it.
The one thing that I noticed right away, there's no hole in the doors for the laundry vents.
Kind of makes sense not to have it where it shouldn't be, right?
Just pull it from the top, pull those two buttons in, pull it down.
Woo!
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
The good thing about it is the screen's not at the bottom, so if the door's closed, your son's there. He's not going to. He's not going to go through the screen. All right, let's go inside.
Oh, wow.
It's just an empty room.
Gone.
It's
Like
actually
washer and dryer gone.
it's now what it's supposed to be, a mud room. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Now you can put your shoes in here, you hang your keys, do whatever you want, but it's not a laundry room. This is not the way to do this. Now, it's not a new garage. This is nothing big. I don't want to tease you or excite you or anything, but what Damon did do was insulated the wall, structured it properly, same as the roof in here, but you have to continue. Pull down the panel, get it drywall. This is something you can do on a weekend. You can hire someone. We've taken care of the crazy stuff. We'll give you the easy stuff.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Are you ready to go inside?
Yes, please.
After you.
Oh!
It's on.
Well, now's the time you can actually do the romance thing. The good thing about this is that everything is now proper. The new gas line is run. Everything to do with this fireplace is now legal and safe. We have an aluminum line that is directly vented straight out the chimney. So this fireplace exhausts totally on its own. Nothing is competing with it.
Oh, great. And you know what? It looks amazing.
Wow.
You know what? It's gonna be a bed of rose petals.
Now you're talking. There you go.
Is it working?
I think it's gorgeous, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was
Give me the
talking
fireplace or
about
two. I have a good house.
There you go.
Well, I have a good fireplace.
All right, you ready to go downstairs?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Now, remember the rule. You're just
I'm
gonna walk
looking.
down, you're gonna put your blinder up, and you're not gonna look. That's the way to do it. All right, our deal has been done. Well, now your laundry room is in the right area because your clothesline is here, right? So
Yeah. Oh, it's good work, good work. Right out of the dryer to the clothes.
this is the washing machine. So you have a new sink. you
We
know.
didn't have one of these.
I know. You
It's
had
kind of
the
hard to do.
bathroom.
Oh, or the kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward.
Wow.
This is awesome.
Cut a new hole in the floor. Running a new copper line for a drain for the furnace. So let's go over there. Okay, what can't you see now in the corner?
There is no hot water heater in this corner.
So absolutely everything in this corner was wrong. Electrical, gas, fireplaces, hot water heater. I can go on and on. This was a terrible wrong spot. So to stop the competition of the hot water heater bleeding into all our fireplaces, we actually chose this location for a brand new high efficiency hot water heater. So what this does differently now is exhausts completely on its own outside. The way it's supposed to, and not at the chimney. It's not competing. We do not want competition for a chimney. Are you ready to see the rec room?
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Look at this.
Holy cow.
Well, when I started taking the original one down, it was a bit of a joke, and I honestly struggle with it. You know, do I take the whole thing out, or can I use what was there and, you know, integrate something new? Because I had to get into that side. That had to come out the one side. Once I started taking it down, it was so flimsy, it was actually breaking apart in my hands.
You know what? I had no idea what was back there because that little like cubby hole, first of all, I couldn't fit back there. I just knew it didn't look good.
In truth, it was good that that hole was not covered up because that allows people like us and proper home inspectors to see the wrong that was done to this house. So let's do something here. Let's sit down on the couch for a second. Come on, let's sit down here. Let's sit down nice and tight over here.
It's just
It
beautiful.
looks amazing.
I kind of like it. The reason I'm big on the gas fireplace inserts, providing they're installed properly for your own safety, is that they're extremely safe. They're extremely efficient for heating the area and maybe giving you that ambiance of what you want. It's a possible romantic evening here and there. And, you know, there should have been a bottle of wine here, Damon.
I'm
Next
really
time.
sorry. That's the one thing I did forget. I apologize.
Everything but the wine. That's okay. We owe you guys some wine.
So enjoy this, you know, just stay here, get comfortable, get some wine, and we'll see you next time, all right?
That sounds great.
Keep
Bye,
smiling.
folks. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Just the way
beautiful.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know. I even like the handles they chose for the cabinets.
I like everything about it. The hardware, the color.
Say thank you, Mike Holmes, for making my house safe.
If you're happy and, you know, clap your hands, don't. Stomp your feet. That's right. That's what you said a mouthful.
Job well done.